Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Sunday, February 13, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Atlanta Hawks vs Boston Celtics. Atlanta came out extremely flat in a 136-121 home loss to the San Antonio Spurs on Friday night. Bogdanovic had 23 points in a reserve role, and Trae Young, the league's third leading scorer, finished with 16 for Atlanta. The Hawks had won 8 of 9 at State Farm Arena but began the game 10th in the Eastern Conference. Atlanta didn't do any major wheeling and dealing at the deadline, opting to lean with what they had in the rotation after dealing Cam Reddish a few weeks ago to the Knicks. Meanwhile, Boston dumped several players, both in an effort to curtail their luxury tax number and in part to try and retool the back part of their rotation. White stepped in and played well in his Boston debut and helps provide another scoring facilitating option in the backcourt. The Celtics have been rolling with 7 straight wins, though they have been unable to gain ground on Toronto thanks to the Raptors' hot streak. Although he had a rough shooting night on Friday, Young notched his NBA-leading 13th 30-point, 10-assist game in Tuesday's blowout win over Indiana. Since the NBA-ABA merger, only James Harden and Russell Westbrook in 2016-17 have accumulated more 30-point, 10-assist games before the All-Star break. Jason Tatum had 24 points, Marcus Smart added 22 points, 5 steals and 2 crucial free throws, and Boston defeated the Denver Nuggets for their 7th straight win. Boston's 21 forced turnovers were a key reason why they came out on top. Robert Williams added 15 points and 16 rebounds to help Boston extend its longest winning streak of the season. Derek White had 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists in his debut with the Celtics after being acquired from San Antonio in a trade deadline deal. Boston dominated inside, scoring 54 points in the paint. Our first betting pick is Boston Celtics plus 3.5. For the season, the Celtics are 18th in the league in scoring offense with an average of 108.4 points per game. Boston is second in the league in rebounding with 46.7 boards per contest, while they stand 18th in assists by handing out 23.5 assists per game. The Celtics are 4th in the league in scoring defense as they allow 103.7 points per contest. Jaylen Brown is second on the team with an average of 23.6 points plus 6.6 rebounds per contest. Jason Tatum contributes 25.5 points plus 8.4 rebounds per contest, and Robert Williams 3 chips and 10 points, 9.6 rebounds plus 2.2 blocks a night. Al Horford, 10 points, 7.5 rebounds, and Grant Williams, 7.2 points, are other frontcourt options. Marcus Smart, 11.8 points, 5.4 assists, Derek White, 14.4 points, 5.5 assists, Peyton Pritchard, Daniel Theis and Aaron Nesmith are other key rotation pieces for Udoka. Boston is 21st in the league in field goal percentage as they shoot 45.1% from the floor this season. The Celtics are 15th in the league in threes per game as they hit 12.4 per contest, while they are 23rd in 3-point field goal percentage by shooting 33.9% from beyond the arc. The Hawks enter this contest 8th in scoring offense by averaging 112 points per game. Atlanta is 19th in rebounding by collecting 44.4 boards a night, while the team stands 13th by dishing out 24.5 assists per contest. Atlanta is 24th in the league in scoring defense as they allow opponents to score 111.9 points per game this season. Trae Young leads the team with 27.6 points and 9.4 assists per game this season. John Collins puts up 16.8 points plus 7.9 rebounds a night. DeAndre Hunter chips in 12.9 points a game, while Kevin Huerter, 11.6 points, and Danilo Gallinari, 10.4 points, are good secondary scoring options. Clint Capella, 10.9 points, 12.1 rebounds, 1.3 blocks, Bogdanovic, 12.8 points, Gorgui Dieng, Lou Williams, Onyeka Okongwu, Dylan Wright, Kevin Knox and Skylar Mays are key rotation pieces for coach Nate McMillan. Our second betting pick is under the total. Minnesota Timberwolves vs Indiana Pacers. Minnesota is averaging 113.1 points per game. They scored 122 points in their last game, making 50% of their field goals and 32.5% of their three-pointers. Anthony Edwards led the way for Minnesota with 31 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists. Karl Anthony Towns finished with 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists, while D'Angelo Russell added 18 points and 3 assists. Minnesota has struggled defensively, giving up 111.6 points per game. They gave up 134 points in their last game and will need a significantly better performance if they want to get the win. The Pacers deserve credit for showing some serious heart against the Cavs, but it was only a matter of time before it all fell apart. It'll be more of the same on Sunday against the Timberwolves, except the end result will come much quicker. The Timberwolves have one of the top scoring offenses in the league, and they're more than capable of putting this game out of reach for a Pacers team that's already looking towards the future. Indiana has lost their last 5 games, and they dumped their 2 best players ahead of the trade deadline. With Malcolm Brogdon and Miles Turner both out with injuries, it's been nothing but a rapid freefall for the Pacers. Nothing can save them from having to deal with Karl Anthony Towns in the paint and Anthony Edwards' supreme athleticism when driving to the basket. And D'Angelo Russell is still a marksman from every angle on the floor. Even with the game being in their home building, this will be another problem the Pacers will fail to solve. Indiana is averaging 108.9 points per game. They scored 113 points in their last game, making 47.2% of their field goals and 47.4% of their three-pointers. Tyrese Haliburton led the way for the Pacers with 23 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. Ashi Brissett finished with 18 points and 11 rebounds, while Chris Duarte added 18 points and 4 rebounds. Indiana has struggled defensively, giving up 111.4 points per game. They gave up 120 points in their last game and will need to play better if they want to win this game. Our first betting pick is Minnesota Timberwolves to cover the spread. Indiana has now lost their last 5 consecutive games. I wouldn't expect things to get any better with Malcolm Brogdon and Miles Turner both out with injuries. Sure, the Timberwolves got hammered in back-to-back losses, but it's hard to envision a drastically diminished Pacers roster blowing up the scoreboard as Sacramento and Chicago did. Indiana is averaging 103.3 points and 41.5% shooting in their last 3 games. As expected, things have taken a dramatic turn for the worst with the exit of Domantas Sabonis and Levert. Tyrese Haliburton did have a 23-point performance against the Cavs. So the team could certainly use more of that effort in Sunday's run-in with the Timberwolves. There will also be opportunities to cash in on turnovers, with Minnesota averaging 14.4 giveaways per game. The Pacers need a lot of things to go their way to survive this matchup. It was a complete dismantling of a Timberwolves team that's clearly slumping defensively. The good news for Minnesota is the Pacers are an absolute mess right now. They traded away their top 2 scorers and have essentially hit the reboot button on the team. Not only will the Timberwolves have a chance to impose their will on offense, but they should also be able to seek a little defensive redemption against a Pacers team clearly lacking in firepower. Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell are all healthy and playing. There really is no reason why they should struggle against a patchwork Pacers team that has lost their last 5 straight games. But then again, there's no reason why they should have been getting torched for 132 points by a Kings team that has only 21 wins on the season. Our second betting pick is over the total. Disclaimer: no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.